everybody. My name is Regan. I am an outreach specialist and upward mobility coordinator with Pioneer Library System. And today I would like to talk to you about job fairs. Specifically, what should you do when you're attending a job fair? So I have just a couple quick things to help you get prepared while you're at the fair, and then what to do after the fair is over. So, number one, research. When you're going to a job fair, you want to try and research the companies that are going to be there, if possible, finding out more about who's going to be there, what kind of companies they are, if there are any jobs already listed on their website. Just getting a little bit of information before you go in is going to serve you incredibly well while you're walking into this job fair and when you're walking around. Number two, you're going to want to prepare your elevator pitch. So an elevator pitch is about 30 seconds of you talking about you and why you would be a good fit for this company. What are some things that you think would help you stand out to a potential employer, but keep it very brief and very easy to digest. Number three, make sure that you get your resume together. So your resume is incredibly important. You don't necessarily have to have a printed copy, but you do need to have an updated copy of your resume, and you do need to have easy access to it via your email or have it on your phone or have a zip drive. If you want to have a printed copy of it, that's also great, but most places nowadays will accept anything electronically. So as long as you have an updated resume, easily accessible, you should be good to go. And number four, dress professionally. So you want to dress like you're on your way to a job interview. So when you walk into that job fair, you want to be clean, you want to be nicely put together. If you don't have a suit or you don't have, what you think of as like business clothes, that's completely fine. Just make sure that what you're wearing don't have any logos on the t-shirts, like try to make sure your jeans don't have rips in them, just as professionally as possible so that when you're going in, you're giving that great first impression to these people that may someday want to employ you. When you go to the actual job fair, you want to get there early. That's going to give you an opportunity to take a loop around. If you weren't able to research beforehand, you can walk around, see who's there. You can get an idea of exactly what kind of jobs are available. And then if there's like a corner you can go to and use your phone if you want to do a little bit of research before you actually go up to talk to someone. Ideally, you would do that beforehand, but if that isn't possible, then just having that extra time, getting there early, giving yourself no rush to like walk up and talk to people. Once you're in the job fair, you're going to want to engage effectively. So that means making good eye contact, offering a smile, a firm handshake if offered, making sure that you are visibly listening and that you are able to interact with them in a professional way. That's going to give you that great first impression that is what everyone wants to have when they're going to a job fair or a job interview. And then you're going to want to make sure that you have some prepared questions. So even if those are just questions that you think every job should be able to answer, just have a list of a couple questions either written down. You can absolutely have a notebook, have something written down that you are also taking notes on. Or you can have them just in your mind, just some questions you'd like to ask. If you'd like to ask about, company policies, or if you're interested in like what the benefits look like, things of that nature. Especially if you've done some research on the company, you can have some really great questions set aside to be able to talk to them about. If they don't, sometimes they'll bring them up before you get the opportunity. If they don't, then you have these questions to ask. Once again, you're just creating that really great first impression, which is exactly what you want. And I already said this, but you're going to want to take notes. So make sure that you have something to write on. So if they give you a business card, that's great. But I always find it really helpful when I'm meeting someone or when I'm being introduced to someone for the first time. My brain doesn't like to remember names. So if I'm able to go and write something down almost immediately, it helps me with that retention. And also write down something about it, write down something about the interaction. Write down if you liked the clothing they were wearing, or if they had a very cool pair of eyeglasses on, or they had a lanyard that had some fun swag on it. So write down something about it so that when you are looking into interacting with them in the future, you have these personal touches. So once you have gone through the job fair, you've spoken to all the prospective employers, you've given that great first impression, you've shown everybody that you are there and you mean business, the next step is to do a follow-up. So you're going to want to follow up with anyone you spoke to that you think would be a good match for you within about the first 24 hours. You can do this by emailing if you've got an email address. If you're able to go on and find the company website and just message their HR department, you can do that as well. Keep it incredibly professional. Just to thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Looking forward to hopefully speaking with you in the future, that kind of thing. And then you can also touch base on social media, so social networking, so going on LinkedIn, making connections like that. Those are great things to do after you have finished that job fair. You've taken a little time to decompress. You know exactly who you want to talk to and who you'd like to have interactions with in the future and hopefully get that job from. So those are just some quick tips and tricks for going to a job fair. We hope that you have enjoyed this and that you find it very helpful. We have some other incredible videos that we would love for you to check out at our Pioneer Library System YouTube channel.